doing a bit right now that includes a punchline about American Beauty. That
with Kevin Spacey
yeah,
and the roses.
yeah.
Who would have
That's
thought he turned out to be a creep, huh?
no, yeah, not me. Just kidding. That movie freaked me the fuck out to my core when I was in high school.
It's a weird movie.
It's. I just don't know if we had to explore that storyline, but
You don't know if you had to.
I don't know if anyone had to, but
But that always brings me to my quandary of like, should we not explore all storylines?
that's the thing. Like as I'm saying it, it's like okay, well, I'm not like
It's like the Virgin Suicides or something.
right.
Directed by Sophie Coppola from a deep director family.
Yeah, right. As I was saying that, I was like, yeah, I'm not a man in a marriage that I hate who's repressed my desires my entire life. So clearly that movie's not for me. But Zooey, did it give me the heebie-jeebies?
I mean, it's creepy AF. Doesn't even. I mean, he falls in love with a young teenager.
Several.
Yeah.
There's a very specific reason why I have that in a bit, but my dad watches most things I do, so
Really?
I can't really talk about it.
So your dad's gonna watch this?
Honestly, if this never makes it to Facebook, I should be fine.
Oh,
but
great! I don't post to Facebook.
either way, I can't immortalize this story. I just have to say it on stage until I get in trouble.
That's fair. I mean, I just feel like we've already discussed Facebook and how I just can't use it. That's a social media that I stay.
I
clear
gotta
of.
get the hell off it. It's humiliating. But
Humiliating.
it's like a portal into the most low vibrational elements of my life.
Into the great beyond.
Basically,
Feels
it's
like
where
tapping into the end.
it's where my family is. It's where like the several girls I befriended the few times I was in and out of jail are, and it's where the Philly Comedy Network is. So it is.
I mean, the
so
Philadelphia,
truly my portal to hell.
The Philadelphia Comedy Network is a nice place. You can go on there and share your feelings, and people respond with kindness. It's a great place to find shows and good energy, just vibes, supportive.
It's where community comes together.
It's where community comes together. Yeah, that's right. Beautiful place.
And nobody anonymously bowed mouths me ever.
Have people done that? I feel like say it to my face. You know what I mean?
I always
Say
figure
it
out
to
who
my
it is.
face.
That's where the psychic shit comes in. I like really analyze the way they're typing. 9 times out of 10, I've been correct. So, whatever.
That's wild. People
don't cover their tracks.
Yeah,
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
Like you can't all.
No one's doing crime in a good way.
Maybe I don't need to say this, but it applies.
Please.
It applies many places. You can't all have me muted. But then I post something kind of crazy, and then everybody that I know is going to be in the same group chat all shows up in my story views within the same 30 seconds. I'm like, you got to at least stagger it out, brothers. Like, I wouldn't have put it together so quickly then. But I don't know. Patterns be patterning.
What are you posting on your stories? That's so crazy. I'm missing it.
Genuinely,
I feel like I'm clicking
nothing.
on them. Yeah, I haven't seen anything too crazy.
I speak very vaguely whenever I'm talking shit. Like I'm doing it with love, because stand-up is the only thing I've ever wanted to do. It feels crazy to say, but it kind of feels like my North Star. And I really do have a big fat chip on my shoulder about, I don't know, just how nasty a lot of people are to each other. And it's like...
But don't you think that's part of, like, they genuinely enjoy it? That's always what I kind of let them have it, because it's like... you think they're not having fun with it?
I don't think it's possible to have fun with it when you're coming at it with such a mean spirit. And I think the mean spirit comes from like feeling as though you want to belong. And because I've done it myself. Like I've been aware of the patterns and then I've still fallen into them because it's like, I don't know, I'm just tired of being a fucking freak all the time.
Like you mean you want to fit in, so you...
Well,
so
it's like the thing I was talking to you about earlier,
something?
where like I said something out of character that was mean on stage,
yeah.
and I've like held on to it this whole time thinking that you've been holding it against me. You have no idea what I'm talking about. And it's very much a thing I said because I wanted to fit into that environment, and I felt awful about it immediately. So then I think I almost chose thinking it would upset you to like put my unwelcome feelings about it into, if that makes sense.
I think it's funny that that's such a good example of
Yeah.
of the drama of comedy. Is it's like most of the time people have all these like, oh, we have this beef, and it's like, nah, I just wasn't thinking about it.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about you. That's the thing I'm mad about. You should be thinking about me, you know, on some level. That's where most of the tension, I think, is coming from, is like, we all want attention, and I'm like, give me attention. And when you're not thinking about me, that's when I'm mad.
I get that, but I don't know if that's quite my story.
Yeah. I mean, one time, well, I think everyone has said something at 2 Street. Shout out to PJ Murphy is now the host who's been there the longest. PJ Murphy for listening to all of us say the most wild things at 2 a.m.
He's the keeper of a lot of secrets, I would imagine.
He is the keeper of a lot of secrets, I'm sure. Although he's married now, so or engaged, so he's telling his lady.
And good. So everybody needs somebody to offload.
He's telling all the secrets. Wow, I wish I knew what it was you said. That was
once again, happy to tell you later.
I don't even know who it was about, but I want to know what it was.
Oh, I thought I told you that. Okay.
Oh, you'll tell me after. There's gonna be so much aftercare of this podcast. I'm
just like learning my lesson. Like, transparency is not for every situation, and that did take me over 30 years to figure out, but it's okay.
Yeah, I mean that's been a hard lesson for me, like, because I don't really know. Like I said, I was raised by lesbians, and lesbians don't really talk shit, like, in the general broader sense.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do it. I know how to annihilate your character if you want me to do that. But that's not talking shit. That's just being mean, I think.
Sure.
Yeah. So I've been working on that too. Like, you can't say everything about everyone all the time.
Yeah. Not even, yeah, I don't know. It's just, I'm not even trying to start shit. I'm just speaking from the heart. And then every time I start to get closer to details, I'm like, just kidding. I don't need all that. Like, I'm just having a conversation, and I forgot that other people might be listening to it.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully they're not, because we're going to say names now.
No, I'm not.
No. Damn, dude.
Get me out of the doghouse, please.
What if I write it down and it's right? Will you nod?
Write down who I was talking about?
Yeah.
I definitely told you who I was talking about earlier.
Oh, okay.
But so you're just gonna write down what I told you, but you forgot that I told you.
Yeah. It's just gonna be a fun way to try and pretend like
long
I'm
in the
psychic.
past. This is literally like over a year ago. It's not that big of a deal. That's how long I've been like, I hope I didn't offend Max.
I think sometimes also just my face is like this and people think I'm mad.
Just at the end of the day, what I said was not worth it, and I knew I was wrong, and that's why I was just...
Sure.
Yeah, you get it.
Of course.
You get it.
Well, is there anyone you do want to name? Max Moore. He has a podcast that I enjoy.
That's true. I don't know. Just if you ever feel the need to talk shit about me in a Facebook group, please don't. That's all.
Yeah, please don't.
Please don't. You don't know anything about the sad boys of Palm Coast, Florida. That's one word, 2 eyes. Sad boys. I was in like a 2-year flame war that I would not let die until I got my point across with an entire Facebook group of scumbags from where I used to live. And in a weird way, I'll tell you what, it really did feel like training grounds to prepare myself for the misogyny comedy would gift me with. Yeah,
that's fair. Luckily, I feel like there's some fun lady mics, right? Do you ever check those out?
I'm glad that they're around.
Yeah.
And, I don't know if I would have, funny enough, the nuts to maybe list my own projects the same way. But I've been thinking about it a lot lately, and I'm like, why not? I have a lot of fun at those. I actually have fun performing.
That's nice. I'm glad to hear that.
I'm not like afraid of anybody that I'm around. So that kind of sounds chill as hell.
Yeah, that's a tough environment to do comedy if you're feeling nervous, like not about your set, but about the environment.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. My mic used to be different, and then it just kind of became, not by my choice, but like similarly tense, hostile, just like not welcoming, not friendly, like which is, I don't know if you can agree, but an air I feel in many rooms.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to think about anything outside myself. Do you know what I mean? In the sense of like maybe to my own chagrin or like my own downfall is like that when I perceive a sense of something in a space, I'm like, well, that's probably me at the end of the day. Like when I'm mad about something, like if I'm mad about something that happened at a mic or a show, I have to be mad. The person I'm mad at is always myself at the end of the day because I can't. The only person I can control is myself.
Okay, fair. The thing is like when I speak vaguely enough, what I'm saying sounds a little different than what I mean.
Sure. Yeah.
And I
that's the thing about being vague. Like it's like
but they don't like it when you're specific either. So
well, like there's this Mark Maron was talking shit about someone and he was being vague and he offended one of the wrong person because he was vague.
Yeah,
and he's like, now I'm just gonna start saying the names.
Honestly,
you know, because it's like
relate to that.
Right, because it's like by being vague, you honestly end up being like more. It's like you offend the wrong people.
I don't know.
For the wrong thing.
If the shoe fits, that's not my fault.
Yeah, nice.
It's just kind of like a lot of the worst experiences I've had doing stand up are things that like I just really didn't see coming, and like I'm a very vigilant person. Like and it's stuff that just really caught me off guard, and it was like I was just having fun. Like anytime I've gone to a mic and like I'm not doing well, like my night doesn't usually get dramatically worse. It's usually a matter of like I'm feeling particularly fun and carefree, and then somebody just goes out of their way to like rain on that parade. There's a hand. It's not nearly as deep as I'm making it sound. The point is that I never like know how to stay on top of it, how to see it coming. I'm like always kind of waiting. I don't know. I just think that being contained into like one kind of small scene where most people know each other gets inevitably weird for anybody after a while, especially if you publicly have as many opinions as I have. And
I'm glad you do. I want you to
someone's got to say it.
I want you to get comfortable to the point where you don't give a hoot's ass.
I'm real close, I'll tell you that much.
That's what I'm saying though. It's like fuck them. Like fuck the bad, give them the good. I'm not saying say it now, but like that's my dream for you. Is like you own your shit, dude.
I'm right every time. But
yeah, so if you're right, fuck them.
Yeah.
Fuck them. I like saying fuck them. Now I'm just stuck on that rhythm of that. Fuck them.
Feel good.
Feels good.
I think I just would like to be having more fun. That's kind of always been my point. It's always just been like, I don't really know if we have to go like this heavy into the high school antics, folks.
Yeah.
But I also at certain points have gotten like too wrapped up. So
yeah, I mean it's challenging. It's like because I mean some level if you're not appealing to the broad demographic of our high school that we're in, then you're not getting booked, and then you're down in yourself, so it's harder to even make a good impression. It's like a cycle that fulfills itself.
Yes.
I mean, I saw this on stand-up Reddit. I saw I don't think this was about Philly, but it could have applied. Was someone was posting about how they were proud of the fact that they drove someone bad out of their scene. And I was just like, why do you care, bro? Like, do you know what I mean?
That part gets me because it's just like there's so much
it's
rejection.
It's a self-cleaning world.
Exactly. There's so much rejection and like bad feelings and crappy feedback and shit that kind of cuts your ego down.
Yeah.
That like if you really aren't about it, like you will get weeded out 8 times out of 10. And then there are like the 2 out of 10 where it's like, not only is this person not very good at this, they've not shown improvement over years, but they also scare the shit out of me. So like I'm not saying that doesn't exist, but I think like getting so riled up over like, especially if it's someone that's like new, like
Sure.
Because like that's sort of my biggest axe to grind is that this is a vulnerable thing to do. You can only get better at it by doing it in front of some of the meanest people I've ever met. And that is going to entail some failure. Granted, I have special needs, so I'm taking a little longer than the average. And I think I get a lot of projections for like the thing. There's so many varying perceptions of me, and it really depends on the environments that you see me in the most frequently.
Sure.
Because it's a really fucking mixed bag. And when I crush, Jesus H. Christ, I crush. But when I eat shit, it is uncomfortable for everybody. And it really depends on how my nervous system is responding to an environment, which is a thing I'm currently taking a class to figure out. It's not a comedy class. God damn it. It's a nervous system regulation for performance program, which I think is everything I've been looking for. But anyway, if you'll ever see me in rooms where like it's a bunch of dudes that I know light me up in group chats because they refuse to understand me, I'm probably going to freeze up and it's not going to be a very good set for anybody. But if the crowd is like particularly into me, or I don't know anybody in that room at all, and I'm not afraid of their opinion that won't matter in a day, then I can actually get closer to what I would like to be consistently presenting. So there's some people who've only seen me eat shit. There's some people who've only seen me crush because they like only see me in spaces I feel particularly comfortable in.
Sure.
And then there's other people who are very perplexed by, that's crazy how I saw her do so well that one time, but God, it was really bad the last. So all of that's to say is that this is a process. I think eating shit once, a couple times, way more than a couple times, I know I can own that, doesn't necessarily mean you shouldn't be doing this. There's a lot of skills to be juggling at once.
Sure.
There's a lot of skills to be juggling at once, and you need to develop. I don't think you need to develop them all separately, but they need like separate kinds of attention. And frankly, the show just kind of fell into my lap. I don't think I would have chosen to take that on so early if it didn't. But I've been very like concentrated on producing something and sustaining it in a way that doesn't completely drain me. And I'm not totally there yet, but we're getting closer. Therefore, like my comedy itself is kind of like not been the number one priority, and I'm sort of trying to shift out of that mode into writing more seriously again. But that being said, it's a long process. Some people take longer than others.
Of course.
I think people who burn very bright, very fast often burn out just as fast. It's not, I'm not talking shit. It's facts. It's the laws of nature. But I am very much coming at pretty much everything with a very like long game kind of state of mind. And I don't really care about like dominating this or dominating that. Like at this point in time, I'm proud of my show and how it's come along. I'm trying to mold the open mic into a place that's enjoyable for everyone to be.
Sure.
That's fine by me. Like I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You know, I wish I could. Me to stand up. I wish I could quit you, but
why? You love it.
No, I do. I love stand-up. I don't love the scene fuck shit, but
sure.
I'm currently plotting and scheming to get back into a vehicle. So,
back into a vehicle?
I haven't had a car for a little while, and I'm concocting
methods of madness to get it.
Pretty much.
Nice.
And I'm hoping being able to leave the city a little more often will dramatically change that. But for now, I'm just kind of focusing on producing. I'm kind of trying to make some internet shit happen, but I keep making excuses for not pursuing that more seriously.
You mean like posting, like talking to camera videos?
Kind of. Not like exclusively that, but definitely a little bit of that. I have a lot of thoughts and a lot of dots to connect, and I can talk to a camera, but not right now. I can't make eye contact with it. But my roommate once referred to my stand-up as comedy for people who don't go outside a lot.
That's funny.
Which sounds like a sick burn, and it is. But It's the truth. I'm not even offended. I'm like, no, yeah, for sure. Like that is exactly what I'm doing. Thank you for clocking it. Thank you for seeing me. So anyway, that being said, I don't want to.
It's nice to know your demo.
Yeah, right. I don't want to like. I was talking about this earlier today. 30 Rock is one of my like biggest inspirations.
Sure.
Which, you know, Tina Fey is problematic now, but
is she for what?
Who isn't? Just ignorant white lady shit. Nothing that crazy, but like no, there's enough of a trail where I'm like, I see what you're saying. However, this show
I just can't do with some of that stuff. It's like someone was telling me they can't watch The Mummy anymore because there aren't people from Egypt in it, and I was like, it's The Mummy.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Sure.
Just watch Brendan Fraser beat up like little mummies, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. I do think that discourse gets taken to some really silly places sometimes. But that being said, Tina Fey is a boomer. So
But it's also like, okay, my last point on it, I'm sorry.
No,
is that I can't help it. It's like the same thing, right? Where like trashing Tina Fey and then you're like, okay, but what about every man on the Epstein list?
Literally.
It's like, can we just shut up about Tina Fey?
Well,
you know what I mean? I don't actually mean her,
no.
it's just like, God,
I'm with you.
Damn.
First, to be clear, like, that criticism doesn't hold, like, a ton of weight with me. Like, it does. Like, it's something I'll keep into consideration. I'm very much of the school of thought, and I feel this way about pretty much everything, is that anyone who's, like, drawn to entertainment in some way, shape, or form has skeletons in their closet. Like
doesn't everyone?
That's what I was gonna say. Is that it's very rare that you're ever gonna meet a person that does not. Yeah. And the thing is that almost every artist, every musician, every actress, comedian, fill in the blank, probably has done something horrifying that we don't know about yet.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 examples of my own.
Yeah. I can't wait till they start digging.
And I'll never tell. But everyone does something cancelable. And there's different degrees of that. Absolutely. However, I'm not gonna like never listen to music again. Like
Yeah.
And I've been having the hardest time writing material about this, but I think it's very funny when like people get all up in arms. First of all, let's zoom in on things that matter. But
yeah,
people get all up in arms about like using Spotify and where your money's going there when all the other streaming platforms are equivalently evil. And it's like there's just not much ethical I don't know. It's not to say there's not to be had like conversations about it. I see a lot of like finger wagging, and if you still use Spotify, you're an awful person. And it's like, okay, well, I tried the other apps and I don't like them. So anyway, I wanted to find some fucking way to write a joke about that and the way people act about that. But then also, like, still listening to canceled artists, but specifically on Spotify, so that way they don't see a penny of it. Like,
I had a bit about this because I, at one point in my life, my best friend was a very liberal lesbian. And at one point, I literally saved her life. And then afterwards, she started getting really mad at me because I was reading J.D. Salinger. And I was like, at what point have I done enough?
See, that's kind of my thing, is that it's like, I think there's a difference between having conversations about these things.
Yeah.
And like having witch hunts about these things.
Sure.
And most of the people I know who do the latter are definitely like virtue signaling, overcompensating, like trying to prove that they're a better person than they are. And it's like, okay, well, how do the relationships in your life look? Just curious.
Yeah, I mean, I always get fired up when someone's trying to like kind of virtue signal and they're telling me what I shouldn't consume. And then I will catch them shopping at Whole Foods. Right. You go, oh, okay. I don't get, like, I'm not saying I
like,
don't.
If you can pick and choose, so can other people. It's someone, I don't know. It's just like.
Also, Franny and Zoe is a great book.
Franny. Oh,
it's J.D. Salinger.
Right. I watch movies way more than I read.
That's
but,
fair.
No.
If you have the captions on, it counts as a.
That's true.
Reading.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
And
I do have the captions on because my hearing is not great.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Thank you. The thing I was going to say, though, is that people got all upset a few years ago about, I think, like, No, they weren't upset. They were upset about R. Kelly overall.
Sure.
They took R. Kelly off of Spotify, but it's like, hey man, of all people to put on the platform where no one's getting paid, how about we keep this fucking freak? How about we listen to Bump and Grind on the platform that's paying
also,
him the
Remix to
least?
Ignition. Everyone,
That's what I'm saying.
Everyone knows the lyrics.
He's an awful person. It's genuinely hard
easy.
for me. It's genuinely hard for me to not think about the sex crimes
Like,
whenever I hear his music.
Are you gonna stop like watching movies that were produced by Harvey Weinstein?
That's the thing. Is it just
like take him and launch him into the ocean in a cannon?
Right.
But I'm gonna still watch the movies he produced.
I think there's like room to be having conversations about wanting more from the people that we're giving our money to. I think there's a way to have those conversations that isn't like, if you still continue to consume this thing, you're a bad person. Because I assure you, anybody who's saying that is willfully participating some way, somehow in shit that...
What are you wearing? You know, like
there's literally no ethical consumption under capitalism.
Right.
Like that's not my fault.
Are you wearing plastic clothing that was made in China and then they're dumping it? Like, how often are you buying clothes? Like, are you dumping your clothes every 5 weeks? You know, like a lot of people are.
Well, I've also been like very much in the throes of poverty in my entire adult life. And whenever I hear these conversations, it's like, okay, well, you do know that like that's not possible for a lot of people, right? Like
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that
I do think that there's some level of just let people live, man.
Yeah.
And also, like, I do think that like poverty has hardship on people, but it also give the people the value to make their own decisions. Like, in the sense of like, I don't like to remove from anyone the ability to be a better person. Like, you can function as a broke person and make ethical decisions. It's much harder.
Like a lot harder when life is already really fucking hard.
Of course,
though.
yeah.
Like,
but
I'm
that's
already being exploited.
But don't they deserve to be poor? Classic.
You're talking about me, so I'm like, not fucking really, bro. I am gonna hit a man on this episode, but
Please.
Just kidding.
I've been waiting for
Retracted. I will no longer be doing that.
You're not a violent person anymore.
I'm a violent person, but if it turns into any kind of this is working for me kind of a vibe, I'm like, just kidding. Like, no, I'm not.
Right.
Well, because that's the thing. I think we were talking about this probably before we started recording, but like, oh no, I was very much babbling about being an easy target while we were on camera. I don't want to have these defenses up. Like, it's not natural for me. It's like a learned survival mechanism, and I'll like make people think I'm scary, and I can be scary, but like who I am deep within my core is not that. I just want to chill, and I want to continue to be the naive autistic little girl that I used to be, who just loved everybody and told everybody the completely transparent truth. But I have to put up this front that is very much not my reality. But then a lot of dudes will be like, I don't know, are you looking for a bottom? No. Like, no, I'm not. And that's not to say
you're talking. They think that you want to be like the dominatrix,
basically,
like
and it's like this is an act. Like, this is an act I have no intention of capitalizing on. I wish I was strong enough for this type of work, but I simply am not. Anyway, it's funny to me how that gets twisted into a thing when it's like, no, I'm actually very much trying to protect myself from people like you.
Yeah.
But
As you should.
You know, lover girl at heart, but I mean,
the
world simply will not allow me to be.
I have this little thing.
Fuck yeah, lover.
It's
for the folks at home. It's a sticker that said "Lover Boy" on his cell phone. But continue.
No, I think I like your energy when you're coming out at him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I cannot stress enough. It is an act, and I am terrified, shaking in my boots the entire time I'm doing it.
Well, I don't mean like...
I've just gotten better at alchemizing it.
I think like the thing about someone who's like on the autism spectrum, and I hear like that language that you use is very specific to people who feel like they're on the autism spectrum and are. Yeah. Is in the sense of like, it's like when you're autistic, you basically want to be left alone. It's why you find weirdos living in areas that other people would deem dangerous, because it's like you can live there because you're just thinking about yourself. And so you're like, when people go, oh, you're scary. It's that you're instead of being inside yourself, just being in your own world, you're suddenly looking at them, and it creates like there's like a vortex of energy. So it's not even like you're scary. It's that you're showing yourself it's like you're making yourself big, like a peacock.
Yeah. Whoa.
Like you're flashing your big plume.
Yeah, I'm having like 8 brain blasts at the same time. That does make a lot of sense. Yeah.
Because, I just think that...
I do very much, like, until I'm struck enough times, I'm like, don't fuck me. Like...
Yeah, and it's not even like you're...
I don't like presenting that way.
Right, and because I always think, too, like, I've had many people, because I bartend, like, I have people I work with be like, you're too nice. That's a common thing people will say to me. And then you go... Yeah, but I've survived working as a bartender in dive bars, so I'm clearly not that nice.
Right, that's
You know
true.
what I mean? So
that is not for the weak.
So I think that there's like a level of like I'm nice, but I'm not weak. There's or like I'm soft, but I'm not weak.
Well,
like
that's
there's
kind
like
of
a
the thing.
different there's a different duality there of it's language, but it's a big difference.
Yeah, that's sort of where like the showcasing of the feathers is coming from.
Of course,
is that I think. You can probably kind of relate to this is like I think the reason I keep getting put in positions where I have to like prove I'm not to be fucked with is because like
flash your big
my default is to just be kind and friendly, and if I'm not being kind and friendly, I'm usually just being quiet. And I've been finding a lot of people taking that personal lately, but it's literally just my brain and body are fried out and I can barely handle these environments anymore. I'm working on it. But anyway, I'm usually just like being nicer to the one no one's talking to than most other people. And it's like, I've just always been that way. Like, since like second grade, I made like a welcome basket for the new student. And then everyone made fun of him at Catholic school for his unibrow. And then he was Jewish. I don't know why he went to the, whatever.
Setting yourself up for failure there.
A little bit. I did feel bad for him. But I was always like, getting up to people we didn't have a playground. We had a parking lot that we played in. But I would go up to people in the Immaculate Heart of Mary parking lot and be like, "What did you say about my friend?" Like it's just always, I don't know. It's always been my thing. And I think like that display of kindness is what's sort of inviting this cycle. And then the thing is like people always hear about me tweaking out, but they don't hear about like the 6 months of antagonizing that like came before it. And it's like, okay.
But again, it's so much like I'm saying with that, like, it's like the classic autistic kid at school who like is so quiet, and then people are throwing things at him and they snap. It's like, it's like, and then people are weird about it. And you're like, well, you fucking threw things at him for 6 months.
Literally.
And so I think
Literally.
I think sometimes people feel like it's weird when someone has like a big reaction because it's like they react small all the time. Yeah. And whereas you're just like going through your emotions.
Yeah. I can very much relate to this sentiment.
Well, I think let it out. I don't know.
It's been making me feel a lot better, honestly.
Yeah, like not obviously. I do think one more thing.
Within reason.
Right, like because you don't want to hold that energy. I don't want to hold anger or negativity because it like literally hurts. Right. You know?
Right.
But I think that you can let it out a little bit. Yeah. It's like when you are like an old steam engine, you have to let out the heat every now and then. Yeah.
And if that turns me into an urban legend among people who've never met me.
Well, isn't it? Don't we want to be notorious?
I don't know. That's a title I've earned in a couple different phases of my life, and I'm like kind of willing to return it, but
you'll give it back.
I don't seem to be able to escape it, so I'll have to reflect upon that.
Well, the notorious Lauren Ellis, I've had a lot of fun talking to you, but if you could tell the viewer one thing to do every day that could bring them joy to close us out.
One thing to do every day that can bring you joy is I don't want to say moving your body, but
why do you not want to say that?
Because it just feels corny.
No,
however, I've been going to the gym 5 days a week for the last like 4 months, and the amount of resilience I've gained that I simply did not have before is crazy. I survived. Winter's almost over, and I have not had seasonal depression this entire time. I've been feeling crazy because my life is falling apart, but I have not had seasonal depression. And
there you go.
It's sometimes the most simple answer is.
I'll buy that.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in the move your body movement.
Yeah.
There's a writer I love named Thomas Pynchon who wrote a lot of famous books. But one thing.
Oh, the one they did one battle after another after.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was quoted saying that if he was forced to stop walking, he would stop writing. And so I feel like that has always stuck with me, that you got to move in order for your brain to work.
Yeah.
So I love that one.
Yeah.
So move your body.
And if I can use this platform to push one more agenda,
please
get a flu shot.
Fair enough.
The amount I used to be sick all the time, and I have not been sick one time since I got a flu shot like over a year ago.
Wow.
Crazy shit. Just get a flu shot. It's not that.
Get a flu shot. The simple things. You know what I mean?
Extremely obvious things that are so obvious.
Move your body,
we're all overlooking
stretch, do basic health care.
Yeah.
Shout out to that. Thanks for coming in,
Specifically a flu shot. No
the
problem. Thanks for having me.
Lauren Ellis.
You heard it here first.
Thanks, dude. All right. See ya.